Good morning, couture crafters. Let's get started on this nice, clean, and simple card. These trees were cut out from the brayer blending technique that we did. It was kind of in the middle of that video. So these are the same trees, nothing different here. I just die cut them and these are them. I just couldn't figure out what to do with them on that video. So I put them to the side and came back to them. So I just took three and decided to glue them down on a square piece of card with a nice simple sentiment from the Simon Says stamp. I think this is the Christmas trees or the Color Me trees. There's two sets that are like Art Deco-esque Christmas trees. They're small, and this came out of one of those sets. I chose to ink it up with VersaFine Clear for a nice crisp black image. This is a very, very, very simple card to do. You can choose to do these trees any way you can think of. You could have stamped the trees directly onto the cardstock. You could blend them. You could do just about anything. Again, this is a really simple card today. Just a little stamping and gluing will complete this card. This is a kind of neat set because you can put different words in between that little space right there. I think the words are like faith, joy, and peace. So I chose to use peace, wishing you peace at Christmas. And for the inside of the stamp set, I have no idea what I chose to use. So I guess we'll find out together. These are my favorite tweezers, and I am pulling up foam squares. You can get foam squares just about anywhere, Michael's, Joann's, and of course online. And they just add some foamy dimension so that your things kind of pop up. Now, if you use one layer of foam, you don't have to worry about trying to change your envelope. It will still fit into a regular envelope. But when you start to add double dimension is when sometimes, depending upon how thick the foam is, that you have to revisit your envelope. But if you're just hand delivering these to somebody with no envelope, you can go crazy. You can put big bows on your cards or whatever you're feeling. And they are double-sided, so you just peel one side and then peel the other, and that's it. So let's see which sentiment I chose for the inside of this card. Oh, season's greetings. That's weird. I don't know why I put that in there. It is what it is. It's cute. It's got a nice little arc to it. I might use that on a different card. I don't know. We'll see. It's cute, though. Season's greetings, nice and simple. Wiped it up and that card is done. So next is my long and skinny card. I have used this sentiment I don't know how many times on the stamp series. This set by Tim Holtz, Christmas time set with all the different typography. It is probably my favorite set thus far this year. I just stamped that one down sideways. Again, I'm using the Season's Greetings on the middle of this one too. Pull that one off and reload this. VersaFine Clear, nice and simple. And there we are. You can see that my cardstock is hanging out of my MISTI. It's not hurting that card at all. It's okay for that to happen. So I'm cleaning that off with the Lawn Fawn Stamp Chamois. Just a little water is all you need, and you can put that up. The next one, oh, those are my favorite trees, guys. That's definitely my color story. So here I just chose, well, I was trying to figure out which layout looked best. So I kind of laid them out and I'm auditioning your pieces. And then I'm like, oh, wait, I think that looks better with the skinny tree in the middle. And I'm fidgeting with it and poking and prodding at my little trees until I figure out which one is my favorite. This is glossy cardstock, which is why you're getting that glare from my light that's above. And I am picking and oh, look. In hindsight, I would have chose to do this differently. But hey, you get what you get and you don't throw a fit. Love these trees. I could do a million cards with these trees. They are so fun and different and not traditional, and I like that. So here, instead of popping some up on foam, I just chose to put them side by side. If you guys ever want to know what size cards I'm looking at, look at the ruler. See that card is pushed all the way to the left-hand side, so I can tell that this is a 5.5 by 5.5 square. Do that with everybody's videos. If they're working on a grid surface, usually those are 1-inch grid blocks, so you can kind of tell what size people are working with. So I just grabbed some sentiments again that go with this set, and they're cool because I think it says, have a colorful Christmas. Love it. Love it. And then we are just going to stamp it up again. I used a separate sheet of paper just to see if it was straight enough for me. And because that Christmas is kind of a wonky Christmas, it comes out okay. No worries. If I were doing this again, I would probably stamp one of the Christmas trees in just straight black on the inside of the card. I might still do that if these cards are still around. I'm grabbing a sentiment from Altenews sentiment set. Remember I said I was using all of the insides of my cards were going to be from this set. So I'm cleaning that one off, those stamps off, putting those to the side, loading this stamp up. Versamark VersaFine clear ink, and there we go. So, of course, all cards need matching envelopes, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to ink blend, if I wanted to stamp Christmas trees, and I thought because this is an Art Deco-esque kind of Christmas tree card, we would just do some nice, simple, striped and polka dot envelopes. I'm using my envelope punch board, my favorite, this might be my favorite tool of all time. That's not true, that would be my Cricut, but this is a close second. So this is some paper that I had on hand. I'm sure you've seen this paper at Michael's, Joann's, and Hobby Lobby. Everybody has a black and white section. I live in that section. I have tons of this paper just stored around in my craft area because I love black and white stripes, black and white polka dots. It's kind of my thing. So I'm just taking the measurements of whatever card that I use, and I look at the template to the left. I'm not making this up as I go along. There's nothing special. I'm not doing the math myself. The template on the inside of this tool tells you what to do with your card, with your envelope. And it's all based on the size of your card. They have tons of different sizes. So here I'm just folding everything over and glued it together as usual. And these are my finished cards and envelopes. Thanks so much for hanging out with me, guys.